Masheba Webb Show. Masheba Webb Show. Everybody out here, come and sing with me. Masheba Webb Show. Masheba Webb Show. The Masheba Webb Show. Sit back, relax, just chill, tune in. Sit back, relax, just chill, tune in. It's the Masheba. Masheba Webb Show. Masheba Webb Show. The Masheba Webb.
And we are back with another Friday, another day that the Lord has made, and you are listening and watching the Masheba Webb Show right here on WGOD Radio and the Masheba Webb Artist Fusion page. Now, to my right, I have Miss Paula.
Hello, everybody.
How are you? Yes. To my left, Miss Andrea.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Masheba Webb Show.
Yes. So today we are going to jump right in because we have a lot of content. I have pianist, arranger, composer, producer, the Demetrius Crayon Neighbors in the building. Let's go. Man, what is going on?
I had to clap.
We all had to clap, okay? Yes,
I felt really important.
It is important. You are important.
Very important.
Yes, we are honored and glad to have you here, Demetrius.
I am glad to be here as well.
Oh my goodness, I was just saying that when I every time I cancel my show a couple times, and every time I cancel my show, Demetrius seems to be the next guest.
Just cancel culture all day on me.
It's period, and we're sorry about that. There will be no more cancellations in Jesus' name. Okay.
Everything happens for a reason.
Man,
Yes,
everything happens for a reason. So listen, before we jump into this, I want to play a little bit. I found this video on YouTube, and the vibe I got from it, man, it was amazing. Like, you guys have to hear his level of, man, help me out here. His
Expertise.
His fingers
Artistry.
are amazing,
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Like,
His artistry, his everything.
listen, and his timing. I gotta go back to school. I gotta start all over again.
Shine.
I gotta ask him about some of that timing, because it is not normal timing. It's just like, wow, it just blew my mind. Haven't listened to good jazz in a long time. But I want you to introduce this video. It's actually the Mayflower music video. So can you tell him a little bit about this video?
Oh, it's the Mayflower.
It's the Mayflower. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I did want to.
So which one is it? I'm not sure, because
You know
there's
what?
a couple of videos.
We're going to talk about it after we play it. How about that?
Okay.
This is Mr. Demetrius.
You caught me off guard on
Yeah,
that.
I did. I like to do that right here at the Masheba Webb Show. You know, we like to catch people off
All
guard.
right. Well,
Yeah.
enjoy the music.
Yeah, that's how we like to do it. So we're going to enjoy the music. We're going to talk about it right after this.
Sweating out my hair up here. Ain't God good? I got it pressed and curled, and it's just flat. Think I wore the wrong pants. It's gray. It looks nice, but you should see the sweat on the pants. Okay, back to the show.
My goodness. I put that video out there so you could just hear just a little bit how diabolical his playing is, man. Listen, what was that?
That was Butterfly by Herbie Hancock.
Oh,
See,
I knew.
Yeah.
What?
That is one of our favorite compositions to play.
Oh, it's how hard was it to teach something like that?
We're just vibing.
You just vibing?
Yeah. That's
See?
That
it.
was just vibing?
See there, that's a connection right there.
Just having a musical conversation.
Amazing.
Pure
Yes, it
jazz
is.
language
Wow.
and just vibing. That's it.
So, how long have you been playing, Demetrius?
What am I now? 45.
Mm-hmm.
So a month before I turned 14.
Wow. And did you go right into school, or did you have an ear for it already?
I learned by ear. My teacher was Barbara Denard. She was a choir director. So she played. So she taught me how to play. It was actually 4 of us that started at the same time, and I'm the one who kept going.
Right.
So,
Man,
It stuck with you. Yeah.
Period.
I wasn't trying to though.
See, it was already
This
in
was
you.
not the goal.
What was the goal? What was the goal? What did you want to be, a doctor?
No, CPA.
See, I said
I
it.
want to be a CPA.
It's something with money.
I'm still working. Right. I'm still working on the CPA license, but that's what I've always wanted to do. I didn't want to be a musician.
Did y'all hear that? He said he didn't want to be a musician.
I was just learning it because, I love music. But I did not think I was going to make it a career.
Man,
You're great at it.
Yeah, you excelled.
I thought I was
very well.
using. You know how when you're in high school, you work at McDonald's
Yes.
or some type of
Right.
Yes,
at the
you
rec
accept.
center.
Right.
Yeah, just to make a little bit of money. That's what I
Yes.
was using music for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And before we go any further, I want you to do a disclaimer for me. I want you to look right into that camera.
Yes.
And I want you to talk to Mr. Facebook.
Yes.
All right.
Listen,
Exactly.
Mr. Facebook.
Mr. Facebook.
Let me have your attention.
Hey!
I do own the rights, and I've given permission to WGOD Radio to play my music.
Can I have a hand clap?
Come on, man. Come on.
Give us
Thank you.
free. Give us free.
I felt it. I'm saved now, y'all. I'm saved now. Listen. I'm going to get into the next song. Okay, and I have a couple videos, but the song. Okay, I had no clue that this was out there. I had no clue that my new best artist, my new favorite artist, and my current favorite artist has come together.
Uh-oh.
All right?
Let me see.
And if you don't know who Doobie Powell is,
When I saw
said it the first show, y'all told y'all, right?
Doobie
Yes.
is...
Yes.
Well, how did that even come about?
You know what? Because of the pandemic, I just said I've always wanted to work with Doobie. And Doobie and I have never met. All I did, social media is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
When it's used right, it's amazing.
It's
Yes.
a tool. It's a very powerful tool.
It's a powerful
Yes,
tool.
it is.
All I did was, reach out to Doobie, told him who I was,
Period.
and asked him if he could do this song. And I sent him the arrangement, and he was like, yes.
I
That
love
was it.
Amazing.
Doobie Powell. Come on, with me. I need
Yes.
some hand claps. I love Doobie Powell. Okay,
Listen, I don't take nothing away from you and everybody in the D.
Yes.
I've always loved Doobie and
Yes.
his style. I just thought it would fit perfect
Listen,
because I
it
either
did.
wanted him, J Moss, or PJ. So
diabetes
But I
coma.
always
I'm doing
want-
a hair
right.
turn team. Diabetes coma.
Yeah.
All right, you talking about J.
Yeah.
Woo,
But
good
in the
Lord.
order who I wanted to work with, it was
Okay.
J Moss first,
Yes.
Doobie, and then PJ.
Well, that's
whoever was available.
Listen,
So
PJ, he
but
said
I've always
PJ.
wanted to work with Doobie because I knew he, number one, he plays, and I knew he would be able to weave in and out
And-
of the harmonic structures that I, changed in the song.
It was like fluid.
Yeah.
Okay, it was like water.
Yes.
Pouring into and it's getting to every
Listen, everything works out the way it does for a reason.
Listen.
And I'm gonna just leave it like that.
It
And-
does. It
That
does.
part.
It does. And I'm going through a storm in my life concerning a loved one that is sick right now, and I've been going up and down, and I'm okay, and in the next 20 minutes I'm broke up, and then it just hits me in waves. Your music has just carried me. I thank God for your
appreciate
ministry. I thank God for your music. My husband is walking around the house like,
Yes, he was dancing earlier.
hey baby, how you doing? I love
There you go. There you
George
go.
Webb, that's my husband, y'all. I need hand claps for my husband, man. All right,
All
we
the
love you
husbands and
here
wives.
at the
All
Masheba
the
Webb
husbands
Show,
and wives.
husband, man. I see you when I get home.
Yeah,
my
but see,
goodness.
that's
Yeah.
what music does, though.
It
It,
does.
changes the atmosphere.
It does.
Soothes
Yeah.
the soul.
Yes.
And
Girls.
it's universal.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. And then, not to mention the song that you chose.
That's my favorite song.
Favorite song of Stevie
Yes,
Wonder's.
that is my favorite
Yes.
song.
Stevie Wonders. Y'all see me put the
Yeah,
S
you
on
did
his
put
name?
an
Yes.
S on it.
Overjoyed.
That's how good these mics is, Stevie
Oh, my
Wonders.
goodness.
Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm getting ready to bring this song to you, and it is absolutely one of my favorites by both of my favorite artists, and it's called Overjoyed, and it's by Doobie Powell, featuring Doobie Powell, Demetrius Neighbors, right here on the Masheba Webb Show.
Over time, I've been building my castle of love just for two. Though you never knew you were my reason, I've gone much too far for you now to say that I've got to throw my castle away. Over dreams I have picked out a perfect come true. Oh, though you never knew it was of you I've been dreaming. The Sandman has come from too far away for you to say come back some other day. And though you don't believe that they do come true. For did my dreams come true when I looked at you? And the hearts I have painfully turned every stone. Yeah, yeah. Just to find I have found what I've searched to discover. I've come much too far for me now to find the love that I sought can never be mine. And though you don't believe that they do come true. Forbid my dreams come true when I look at you. And maybe too few would believe you too might be overjoyed over love, over me. Although the odds seem probable, what do they know? For in romance, all love needs is a chance. And maybe with the chance you will find you do like
My God. Why did you have to? I mean, you just slayed us in the beginning and all through the song, and then Doobie came and just his sultry just laid it on there. And then why'd you have to take us there at the end, huh? Why'd you have to do that to us, Demetrius?
Well, you know, anytime you do a cover, you try to make it your own.
Yes.
I'm not trying to make it better than the original
Say
or
it
anything.
again.
It's a tribute to the artist.
Yes, it is.
And attributed it is.
Yeah. So at the end, for that vamp, I wanted a vamp. I'm always vamping on the song, yeah.
Ooh, my
Yes,
God.
that was nice. It was.
So when Doobie sent me back those vocals over my vamp, I was like, oh, I
Did you
already
just
knew it.
sat there?
I did.
I know you had. You just couldn't even. You just had to keep listening to it. Like, did I hear? Am I I must be tripping. Let me press play again.
But I knew he would because I listened to all of his music and
Yes.
all the ideas he come up with. He's very
He is
creative.
a mad
Oh, yeah.
scientist. Okay, in the studio, he's a mad scientist.
Yeah.
So smooth, so smooth. Okay,
Yes.
Mr. Demetrius, I want to know, it's at the age of 13 and you were in the church, how diverse was that atmosphere?
So,
Good
at the
question.
church I grew up at,
Very.
so we did hymns, but the pastor, God rest her soul, her name was Prophetess Leslie R. Brown.
Okay.
God's Inspirational Kingdom on Linwood and Blaine, right across the street from New Bethel. So,
Wow.
so what was unique is that, and that's where Larry Nix grew up playing as well.
Okay.
And so she would go to New Orleans all the time and go on Beale Street.
Uh-oh.
So
I gotta make
jazz
it
and
there.
blues all
Yeah,
day.
that's it right
Jazz
there.
and blues, huh?
All day.
All
so
day long.
so
Oh, man.
during the service, preaching and everything, but somewhere in the middle of the service, it was called promenading. Like promenade. So it's almost like what's that? The Sing Soul Train.
Yes.
Right.
So how they stand on the side and,
Yeah,
and
the Soul
dance,
Train line.
And they
dance
come
down
through.
the aisle. Yeah. So
You
we'll
said
be
the
playing.
scene. You went back.
Yeah. See, telling my age,
Had to catch
definitely.
you.
Well, you know they have the new scene now downtown.
Yes.
They done brought it back, but
Wow.
So yeah, so they would during the service they would promenade down the aisle.
That
while
is
we playing
crazy.
the blues, like
Man, listen.
Don't start. Don't start.
Hold on.
And they would this is what they would be doing this down the aisle.
You know, we used to march like that, coming in.
Yes,
So
the choir.
basically, yes.
Yes, same thing.
It's the same thing pretty
Right.
much.
There's this song that I listened to before I got here, and it wasn't you. It was, I'm going to look it up and tell you what, we're going to talk about it again, but it's this band, and they sound like they're straight from New Orleans, and they just march, and they just play, they do videos, and they were playing It Will Never Lose Its Power.
Yeah.
Listen, had the ladies sitting there with the tambourines, trumpets, all the way, all kind of horn section, people with the little cymbals, and oh my God, it just lifts me up. It just does something. It's the spirit in it, I guess.
Absolutely.
Because
Yes,
I'm
it is.
telling you, I played it, and I know Miss Andrew was like, "What's she playing that song for?" I'm like, it just does something to me.
No, I was like, turn it up.
I said that's all right. But when you listen,
in my groove.
yeah, if I had it, I promise you, I would play it because it is so inspirational. But Miss Paula, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your interview. I didn't mean to
That's
do it.
quite
But
all right. That's what we do. We join
Yes.
in. But the other question, you
Yes.
brought the attention of numerous high-profile artists, and how was that experience with Kim and Althea or Tim or Willie?
I've been blessed to play for a lot of people, and it's just so many artists that I did not write it down on my bio, but just playing with them and just everyone I've been blessed to play with has been amazing.
Wow.
Just learning and getting to experience on stage and even off stage. Of how to act and what to do, and just it's been amazing. It's been amazing.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it is a whole production with being an artist. Period.
It is.
It is.
It
is a lot.
Yeah, it is. It
Just,
is.
you know,
And
working
putting
with you.
shows together, and because most of the time I'm in the musical director role, I've been able to just experience a lot, the business aspect of it. So,
Yeah,
yes.
and that's that's the important part.
Exactly, to know the business.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
if
And
you
it's-
don't know it,
Yeah, and it's more like a family too, especially with Tim, Randy, Lynn Roundtree, Althea. We're like really, really close.
Good.
Wow.
So Randy and Althea are like brother and sister. I call Tim Uncle Tim, and along with Lynn Roundtree, he's like my brother as well.
Wow.
So-
Well, it's something that you mentioned. We're going to get to a song that actually features Randy Scott. But right now, I'm going to get into my next favorite song.
what is
I believe. Let me see what album it's off of. I think it's off the Perseverance album, Funny How Time.
No, that's part two.
Part two.
Part two.
Okay, because I have it on my
A Journey
tablet
with-
and my
A
tab
A Journey
cut off,
Within
y'all.
part
Yes.
two.
Okay, so
2014.
Yes.
Yes. So how
She's on it.
the young lady who was the young lady who was singing on that?
That is Anisha Burchett.
Can I get a hand clap?
Now Moody because she's married, but she's still by her artist name. She goes by Anisha
Yes.
Burchett.
All right now, honey.
Yeah,
Listen, you
Anisha
was
is-
singing, baby.
She was.
And that's her own
Crystal
too,
clear.
And that's her own Too Comfortable on Perseverance
Yes,
as
it
well.
is. Yep.
Okay.
Her and
Okay.
she wrote the song, and she's
Wow,
she's
she wrote the song.
yes, Too Comfortable.
wow.
Too
Yes, I
comfortable.
like that
her
song.
pen.
I heard that.
Her
Yes.
pen.
It's magical.
Oh,
As long as it's in
she.
her hands.
Yes, she is amazing.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Well, why did you pick that song, or did you
What,
pick
Funny
that
How
song?
Time Flies?
Yeah, because that's a popular song.
Anytime I do a cover, it's just because it's my favorite cover. I'm not
Okay.
trying to do anything or like, oh man,
Competition,
somebody
right.
else. Yeah, no competition. It's never competition with me.
Okay.
I do. I compose and arrange songs that I love and I love.
Yes.
It's more personal.
Yes.
Yes.
So Funny How Time Flies is one of my favorites.
So
Yes.
tell me, with doing, if you're an artist and you want to do a cover song, what are the things that you have to go through in order to actually do the cover?
Well, legally.
Yes.
Permission.
Yes, with permission. You know, there's a lot of
You have
people
to,
that want to do covers. So
buy mechanical license.
boom. And how do they do that?
Well, some companies have changed, but you can go through Harry Fox.
Harry Fox.
Yes.
Harry Fox.
Yes.
Harry Fox.
Okay.
Or you can use what I use, Easy Song Listening.
Easy Song Listening. Harry Fox and Easy Song Listening.
Yes. And it's a couple others out there.
Okay. All right, because that's
Thank you.
important.
Oh, is it
you know,
very
and
important?
it's
It
important,
is.
and it can catapult your music. You know, because you're actually using a song that's already been heard, that's
Absolutely.
already been exposed, that's already inserted the feeling into our hearts. You know what I mean? So we're gonna take that song and try to make it ours. And some people fail at it.
Yes.
Okay, miserably. Some people fail miserably, but you, Mr. Demetrius Neighbor, you have not failed. Are we ready yet, sir? All right. Well, listen, Miss Paula, what did you have another question that you wanted to get into?
Yes,
Right, it's
you
ready.
have 3 acclaimed releases. The Journey Within, which is part 1 in 2011. And then you did a Christmas with Creighton.
Crayon.
With Crayon in 2012. And Journey Within part 2 and through 2014.
Yes.
Okay, how did those come about?
So, A Journey Within Part 1, of course, that was my first jazz album. So, it was just time to do an album. That's what I thought. It wasn't nothing, with me, it's just when I'm ready, I do it. And so that one, that was just created. Now, with the Christmas with Crayon, which came a year later, actually, now how that happened was that I did a Christmas Time Is Here. I just played it on Facebook. Just, how we go on Facebook. Or I just did a video with a snippet of it. And everybody was like, you should do a Christmas album.
Wow.
Now, this was back in like mid-October. And so it was suggested. And I was like, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time. Because now I got to schedule people, budget, all that. So,
Right.
what I did, because I was, continuously getting requests. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to track most of the album, just piano, little light production. And I actually did the album in a week.
Wow.
Did it in a week, like 9 days, mixed, mastered, and everything. And it was out before my birthday.
See,
which
that
my
takes
birthday is like
focus.
December 4th.
You focused on that and got that done really
I
quick.
did.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of easy when you don't have to, playing with everybody else.
Right,
and
right.
Try to get singers and all that.
Wow.
But I need to do a new holiday album. I want to do one.
Yeah, holiday albums are very good, and
Yes.
I love holiday albums. Different songs, remix the different songs, and
And they're timeless.
Yes, they are.
They're
Yes.
good every season. I was fortunate enough to work on Kim's album, his holiday record.
Okay, so I haven't heard any of the holiday songs
You-
at all. Not any of them. Not any.
Really?
I'm telling you, you got a repertoire, my friend.
You need to get Kim's What Christmas Means.
Oh, man.
Now, what happened with that?
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
So
'cause
what happened with that album was very unique. He called me to play on 2 songs. I ended up playing on 7 to 8 of them.
Wow.
I did the one with
Can we get another one?
Patti LaBelle, a few others on there. I think Let Us See.
Wow.
I played on a lot of
Awesome.
those songs on that record.
How was that
My
experience?
Goodness.
It was great working with Kim. He is hilarious.
wow.
Yes, he's very hilarious.
Goodness.
So yes,
And to be so humble and have met so many stars and worked with so many people. I mean, what keeps you grounded?
I have to come back home. Listen, you have to come back home, and it's a job. You work, and you might not see that person again.
Right.
So you go in there, you clock in, you do what's asked of you, you try to get some memories, some shots, or just take in the experience, and then you come back home.
Exactly.
And you
Right.
see everyone else who you grow up with or who you deal with every day. So I don't take advantage of my home or
Yes.
all my friends, all my colleagues here
Yes.
in the metro area.
And you make sure that you keep your relationship intact.
Absolutely.
I know that your wife, we're going to mention her. What is
Yeah.
her beautiful name?
Her name is Shamita.
Shamita. Yes.
Yep.
And how long have you been married?
We just celebrated 20 years.
Come on now. 20 years.
20 years.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a long time.
Pushing and struggling and
Long
straining,
time.
and finally you on your way home.
That's a long-
what it's
That's
all
2
about.
decades.
Yes, honey.
It is. It's 2 decades.
Yes.
decades.
Yeah, so right now, what we're going to get into is my next, like I was saying earlier, y'all, this is my next favorite song. It's called Funny How Time Flies
Yes.
by Demetrius Neighbors. Right here on the Masheba Webb Show.
Yes, welcome back to the Masheba Webb Show. That was Demetrius Neighbors with Funny How Time Flies. Yes,
Okay.
yes, and boy, time has flown.
Ooh, it has flown. It flew out. It flew out. All right, we flew it out.
Yes, we're so glad to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
As I was reading, doing a little reading about you, and I noticed that when your first album was 2011, I believe, and you went under Demetrius Crayon Neighbors. So as I was, doing my little homework, I called Masheba. I was like, "Hold on, is this the same person?" She was like, "Yes." I was like, "Okay." So I kind of understand that part, as far as the business and everything,
Right.
So my question is, where did Crayon come from?
So Crayon, it was a toss-up between, you're going to like this, between Larry Whitfield and Howard Webb. So they had this competition, like, who gave you the name first? And the winner is Howard Webb. And this is the reason why. Yes, Howard, you won.
You won, Howard. You won.
So what happened was, he was years ago, he was over at my house. We was working on some music production.
Yes, sir.
And so I was just going through arranging and playing, and he was like, "Man, every time I hear you," he said, "you have so much color in your playing." He was like, "Your arrangements and everything." He said, "I'm gonna start calling you Crayon." And when he said it, I was like, "Bam!"
Shakita. Boom, Shakita. That's it.
That was
We know my name is Crayon.
I tattooed it.
Oh, wow. Crayon.
It resonated in my spirit as soon as he said it. So,
You was a gangster thug.
so there you go. That's the answer.
Thank you.
So what happened was, for the first couple of albums, I was going by Demetrius Crayon Neighbors.
Okay.
Because everybody was calling me Crayon, and I was just like, I was just a little anal.
It was just
I was like,
messing up your
Demetrius
vibe.
Crayon Neighbors. I was like, that's a long name. I was like, I want to go by my government name. And I was just like, let me start using Demetrius Neighbors.
Okay.
So that's why I changed it.
I like Crayon. I like Crayon.
But for producing, I'll use Crayon still.
Yeah, because it sets you apart.
Yeah.
Right, it does set you apart. So this next video I'm sorry. This next audio that I'm going to play is another one of my favorites. It's called Shine. And
yes,
it
that's a
is
nice one.
featuring Randy Scott.
That light-skinned dude.
The
Yeah.
light-skinned. Yeah. So let me see. Shine is off of...
The new album, Perseverance.
Yes, Perseverance album. All right. So this is featuring Randy Scott. Let's go. And you
Let's
heard it
go.
right here on the Masheba Webb Show.
He's going to introduce our next song that's coming up.
Yes.
Listen, the next song was inspired from the time I was in London with 2 weeks in London with Dorinda Clark Cole.
Period.
It was titled Cordon Road. And
Now
it was
listen.
yes.
I'm sorry. Before after you do that, talk to Mr. Facebook.
Mr. Facebook?
Mr. Facebook again.
Listen.
We just want to keep talking to him
Listen,
because I don't feel like he believes us. I don't believe that he believes us.
Listen, Mr. Facebook.
Listen, Mr.
again.
Facebook again.
My name is Demetrius Neighbors, and they have permission to play my music. Yes.
own permission.
WGOD, baby.
WGOD.
The
Thank you.
Masheba Webb Show.
The Miss
'Cause period.
Sheba.
Now go ahead with your description. So
Yes.
you was in.
Yes, I was in London for 2 weeks with Dorinda. and inspired by, we were riding down this road titled Cordon Road.
What?
Wow.
Yes. So I wrote it while I was there, came back home. That was back in 2006. And then finally when I released the album in 2011, it went to number 21 on the charts.
You heard it.
Yes.
You heard
on the
it.
Billboard charts.
21.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell them what it is.
As an independent artist.
Please
Yes.
believe that.
There you go.
That had to
Okay.
feel amazing.
Yes.
I'm talking
How'd you
about-
feel when you reached when you
It felt great, wonderful. So
like
yes,
you got to a woosah?
Now, before we play the song, how many do you have any awards?
do I have any awards?
Do you have
I
any
have. Let's see. I have 2 Detroit Music Awards.
Yes, honey, Detroit
Yes.
Music Awards, baby.
2, and then I have a Grammy. I'm a Grammy nominated producer.
Well, you better
Yes.
say that. Say it again.
Yes.
Say it with your chest.
Yes,
All right,
I'm
you
a
say
Grammy
that.
nominated
You heard
producer.
that.
Yes, I am.
Yes,
Yes,
come
I
on,
am.
one more time. Say
Yes.
that again.
I'm a Grammy nominated producer.
I didn't hear that.
Yes.
You said that, but that didn't come out your chest. Say,
I
Hey.
am a Grammy nominated producer.
And let that be the reason.
How about that?
And let that be the reason, Mr. Facebook. He gonna
And
go
you were, yeah, you were nominated the best traditional
Yes, he
R&B
was.
performance at the 57th Grammy Awards in 2014.
Well, you better go ahead. See? Come on now. Come on.
Come on with that content.
What
All
homework?
right.
Yes.
Oh my God! So we're gonna play this song before the show is over because funny time how it flies. Funny how time flies when we're having fun. And we are having a lot of fun up here.
Yes, we are.
Cordon Road, y'all. Cordon Road. Listen, it ain't even for us. Is it for us? Is it telemarketing call? You know what? Mr. Wonderful has us answer telemarketing calls in the middle of the Masheba Webb show. But that's okay. We're going to get back to that Cordon Road right here on the Masheba Webb show. remember Demetrius Crayon. Nigga, I'm never gonna forget that again.
Crayon.
I'm gonna always, when I see you in the street, I'm gonna be like, Demetrius Crayon. Come on,
colored
over
boy
here.
over
Give me a
there.
hug. Yes. So, Miss Paula, did you have anything? Did you ask all your questions over there?
Let's see.
Come on, Mrs. P. What
Come
you
on,
got?
Mrs. P.
Paula, Mrs. P. Your talent, it caught a lot of attention by, so many people. Is there anybody that you want to work with right now?
Right now?
Right now?
Besides Masheba Webb. I can hear me on the mic.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Miss
besides Masheba.
Sheba Webb.
Yeah. Besides her.
her.
Yeah, get that clear. Besides.
You know what? 2 artists come to mind.
Okay.
That would be actually Mesa and Lettucey.
Okay.
yes.
I would
Mesa.
love to collab with them.
Okay. What about artists who are more of the R&B mainstream?
R&B mainstream.
Brandy. Anybody that's up there that you want to work with, like.
Yes, I used to want to work with Brandy, and I still will work with her all
Man,
day.
she is amazing.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
There she is.
Them vocal cords.
absolutely. And I always loved Joe as well.
Joe.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
My
He
favorite
was just
song-
here with
Yes.
Yeah, he was here
Yeah,
a
Was that
couple
with
of weeks
Marcus
ago.
weeks
Divine?
ago.
Okay. All right. Well, we have 4 minutes left, man. Listen. I didn't even get to say the call-in number was 313-855-5737. That's 313-855-5737. Ain't nobody calling me. Why y'all ain't calling
Because you
me?
didn't get a number.
Somebody called, but it wasn't for us.
Listen,
Right.
this show has been amazing. I am so glad and so honored to have you here, Demetrius. I'm
Yes, we
having
are.
a ball.
Yes, we are.
And I want to know
Yes.
what's next. What is next?
So what's next is that I'm working on some independent projects. However, from a performance standpoint, coming up, and you all can mark this down, I'm doing a week residency at the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe.
Is that here?
Yes, in Grosse Pointe.
Okay.
So the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe, November 10th through the 13th.
They're writing it down.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm gonna post a flyer soon.
Okay.
But there you go. That's the first announcement out there.
Okay. Okay.
So
That is the first
November
announcement.
10th through the 13th.
Okay.
Demetrius Neighbors at the Dirty Dog.
Please
Okay.
believe it.
And you can actually call now and reserve your tickets and your
How
table.
much is it?
I think it's only like $15 to $35 or something like that.
Okay. That if what day is that? Is
November. So that's a Wednesday
That's a
through
Wednesday.
Saturday.
Okay.
that Wednesday? I think we can do that. We're gonna try to make that.
So yes, Wednesday, November 10th through Saturday, November 13th.
At what time?
I believe it's one show Wednesday and Thursday, and then there are 2 shows Friday and Saturday.
Okay. Well, Demetrius, what advice do you have for an artist? Maybe they're starving, maybe they're not, but an artist out here trying to maybe they're an independent artist. What advice? Give me some hot stuff off the press that you want to say. Now, pay attention, okay?
You're getting good advice now.
Because the
Listen.
Grammy-nominated awards artist is talking. Now he has the floor. What kind of advice? What would you say?
I received this question, or it's always asked, and I've been thinking about it, and I think my answer is different now. The first thing I would suggest if you want to be an artist is learn how to be a great follower.
Come on.
Period.
That's it.
That's
In
just
other
period.
words,
That's it right there.
get around someone that's doing it, get into a group, and learn how to be a follower and learn. And then when you step out there, then just believe in what you want to do. Again, cultivate your talent and also invest in your ministry.
Say it one more time.
And when I say your ministry, I'm not referring to church. I'm saying what God has given you. So if you're doing R&B, hip hop, whatever you're doing, believe in it and cultivate it.
Right.
So and invest. Stop spending your money on everything else and put it into your talent, into your craft.
Period. Period. Listen, this has been an amazing show. This is not my last time having you here. This is just the beginning.
Please, I want to come back.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Love having you here.
Because you all should hear the conversations out when we're not live.
Yeah, we have some stuff we be saying up in here on the Masheba Webb Show, but it's all love. And so the Masheba Webb Show, we have this tradition that the last song of every show is called "Been Good" by the Williams Singers. Okay,
All right.
and so we want you to do. If you got to do the robot.
Okay.
If you gotta do the robot or something, I want you to hit that. Whatever you gotta do,
Got it.
you gotta hit it.
That's an
Let's go.
energizer
Remember that the
robot.
Lord has been what? Good.
Let's go.
See you Friday.
Lord, woke me this morning, started me on my way, put food on my table. I wanna thank